Hi friends, welcome back to my humble abode. It is Friday afternoon and I want to do a little bit of Christmas decorating, so I thought I would turn the camera on. Having all like the decorations just lying around everywhere is driving me nuts, so I thought I would attempt to put up my Christmas tree. The Christmas tree that we're working with is this one here. This is actually an old one that I bought many years ago on sale at Maya post-Christmas, and we only used it a couple of times because then we started getting real trees, and then I eventually bought my one from Balsam Hill, but it just wasn't in the budget for me to buy a new tree this year, even though eventually I would like to get one that's taller and slimmer. I'm going to work with this one. It has coloured lights. I cannot deal with the coloured lights, so I probably won't plug it in. I've got other lights to put on anyway, ones that twinkle that I would just add whether they were coloured or white, so I'm not going to plug it in. Hopefully I can make that work. I also just noticed that my nose is pink and matches my hat because I do have a bit of a cold. I'm not sure how much I will get done this evening because I don't have a ton of energy, but we're going to see what we can do. I need to get out my Christmas playlist, get some tunes going, and get this tree up. I have this album, Behold by Lauren Daigle. I'm not sure if that's how you say her name, but that's what I'm going to listen to. I've turned the air conditioner on so it feels slightly more cold and slightly more Christmassy. Christmas tip number one, unravel your lights before you start to put them on. I got a little bit gung-ho and thought, you know what, I'm just gonna like unravel them as I go. No, 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 no. I now have a big old mess that I need to sort out, and I haven't fluffed the tree yet. Usually I would fluff and then put lights on, but I thought I would try this time. I'm trying a different weaving pattern with my lights, and I thought I'd try putting the lights on pre-fluffing and just seeing if that makes it easier, because I don't know, every year I always have some kind of struggle, so I'm testing out some different theories this year and seeing which way works best. I also know that it's slightly nuts that I've given this so much thought, but I guarantee that I'm not the only person out there who has thought about what is the best way to apply Christmas lights and when you should fluff. Is it before or after lights, or should you do it, should you put the tree together first, or should you add lights first? There are so many decisions to make. Lights are on. Let's just say I turned the camera off to conserve battery and that I managed to get the lights untangled with minimal swearing. I was a little bit generous with the lights down the bottom because I thought I had a second set of older lights that I was going to pop on the tree. However, I've just realized that they are cool lights and I never mix cool and warm white lights, so I might have to kind of slowly shuffle them up because it's a little bit less light at the top, or I'll go get a second set of lights. But now I'm going to fluff. As for fluffing the tree, to be honest, so many people do it different ways. You can YouTube tutorials on how to fluff a tree. You usually are just trying to make it look fuller, and you should generally bend the branches in the way that that particular style of tree should grow naturally, or at least that's what I've picked up from the YouTube tutorials that I have watched. Overall, I just would say never underestimate fluffing a tree because it can make a massive difference, as we will soon see. You can look at the before, kind of sad looking. So it doesn't exactly look like it belongs in a department store window, but as you can see, it does look a lot better and a lot fuller than it did. Knowing me, I'll probably keep playing with it right up until Christmas. But the cool thing about what I'm about to do next is that this is going to fill in a bunch of the gaps. And you've also got your decorations as well, which if you do have gaps in your tree, they will fill them as well. But if you watched my decorative haul video, I'm going to put in a bunch of coin eucalyptus stems to add a little bit of different foliage to my tree and make it a little bit more Australian, I guess, and fun. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm a little nervous as to how it's going to look, but I'm also really excited for something new and different. And you're crooked. Ooh, and nope. Ooh, and I knocked this thing over. Are you kind of there, sort of, maybe? Oh, no, okay. Shall we zoom in a bit? Oh, that'll do. Okay, let's see. Let's just dive straight in. Ooh, I like it already. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. I broke it already. I broke it already. Nope, fixed it. Well done me. It may be looking a little bit strange at the moment, but I'm actually really liking it. I think once the decorations go on, it's going to look really cool. I've added a couple of the Kmart picks as well, just for a little bit more variation in the foliage, but I'm loving it. It's the most unique Christmas tree I've ever done, but I think it's awesome. I decided to weave the Freedom Pine Cone garland just into the tree a little bit. I don't usually put garland on the tree because sometimes I feel it looks a little bit messy, but because I've got all the different foliage going on, I think it is going to be a bit of a messy type tree. So I'm going to see how I like that. I may take it off, but so far it's so good. And now I'm going to go in with the decorations. I think I'm going to start with the white decorations. I'm just sorting out, cutting off all the tags and changing over the different ribbons if I don't like it to the hemp cord so they all match and look nice. And then I think I'll go in with baubles and then special decorations last. And of course my battery's dying and I don't have the charger here, so we're going to see how much we can manage to get of this on camera. Back in my apartment decorating. It is now Saturday. I had to just leave last night because I realized it was 7:45 and I'd started to feel a bit sick, and it's because I hadn't had dinner yet. So I've left the apartment in a bit of a schmozzle and I definitely want to tidy it and finish up, or at least get a little bit further along with the Christmas decorating. I ended up pulling this garland off the tree because it was just, I don't know, it was just looking a little bit messy and it was annoying me. So I need to find another place for that. Overall, the tree is like a little bit, I guess you would say, messy looking. It's quite full. It could have easily just had a few like white decorations on. As I was like started decorating it, I almost thought, you know what, I could just stop here and be done. But I wanted to put at least a variety of different decorations on and try all of them that I got. I definitely have far too many decorations for this size tree, which I kind of knew going in, but that's okay, because when I have a slightly bigger tree or a different shaped tree, at least I will have the decorations to suit. And I still have a ton of space on the back of the tree, which I am one of those people that decorate the back of the tree. Let me know in the comments if you decorate the back of your tree or not. I guess it depends on where it is, but I find like there's opportunity to walk around the tree, so you want like all sides of the tree to look nice. But overall, I am actually really liking it. I know this probably wouldn't be to everybody's taste, but I don't know, I just find all the different textures and the different sort of colors going on, I don't know, quite interesting and festive, and I like it. So I need to fix this. This is driving me nuts. And I found some more decorations. I had these ones from Adairs from last year that I want to put on. I actually have already stuck one on. Oh, there we are. Popped one on there. And I want to see if I can get these wreaths up on this wall maybe. And I also want to have a look at what I can do in here. My plan was to have, I've got these eucalyptus from Adairs. I've got 3 of those, and then I've got 2 of these that match the wreath. So I want to use those. I might use one of the Kmart picks. And then I've managed to go for a walk this morning and I got a whole bunch more of pine cones. So I'm thinking maybe I could fill up like the bottom of the vase with this just to help hold them. Otherwise, I might need to look at potentially getting like a taller, probably not see-through vase, just because I've got like weird bends and stuff in that. We'll see. And I'm going to take some of this stuff off the table and maybe have like a vase with the tree scape there. This is an old one from Kmart that I brought back out, and then those ones are from Adairs. And I'm also going to try, I don't have a hot glue gun because my sister borrowed it and broke it. So I don't know what I'll do about this, but I have a couple of these baubles that fell off one of these things that I thought I could stick on to tie in. And then I've got, I don't know, I don't like this color, so I'm going to maybe grab a few leaves off of this, or maybe off of one of the sprays, and I don't know, do something to that. I might not be able to do that today. I also had the thought of potentially somehow taking some stuff of this and putting that on there. This is one of the Kmart picks, which is still not the best quality in the world, but I like it more than I like the Ikea. I don't know. We shall see. But the goal for today is to get this looking a lot neater. Wish me and my sniffles and my dark eye bags good luck. And the aircon's going back on. Let's make it feel like it's snowing. Just got the wreaths laid out kind of how I think I want them on the wall. I'm thinking I kind of want one up a little bit higher, one up a little bit lower, and then the star up a little bit lower again. I have no idea whether these command hooks are actually going to hold and whether I'm going to be able to get them sort of centered enough that it's not going to drive me mental, but I'm going to give it a shot and hopefully it will look really nice and make that wall just look that little bit more festive. How is it that I've managed to lose one of the hooks in the space of like 30 seconds? I don't get it. And they're clear, and that's great for the wall, but not so great for me in trying to find said command hook. How does this happen? And why does it happen to me? It's okay, I found it. Crisis averted. It would definitely help to have a second set of eyes for this. I wish you guys were here in real time so you could tell me if I've got this straight or not. But we're going to just have to guesstimate and hope the fact that I want it to be a little bit off center is going to work out. You know what, for a first attempt, I don't think it looks too bad. There's a couple of things. The star probably could be a little bit lower. It's also hanging crooked because there's weight on one side of it, which I didn't take into account. And I probably could use some kind of like pretty ribbon to kind of disguise how it's hanging at the top. I also don't know with this one, it has an inner ring and an outer ring, and the inner ring is smaller, the outer ring is bigger. Which way does it go? Do I hang from the bigger ring with the smaller ring, or have I got it the right way around? I don't know. And because it's like lumpy on the back and the front, no matter how I hang it, it doesn't sit flat. But anyway, you can kind of see where I'm going with this. I feel like maybe it could use a couple of other things. I don't know. Or maybe I should have bunched them closer together. I'm gonna have to ponder it, but I'm happy that I've at least attempted it, and now I can play and make it look great. I think I could even add like a real pine cone to this. And I could potentially even add some red baubles to that. I don't know. I've got some little red baubles in this set that I got on, what would you call this? Triple clearance? Quadruple clearance? Triple clearance, I guess. Even though it's already discounted last year. But these are really pretty. And I love this red color. So they could potentially go somewhat there as well. I also just had this crazy idea for this Adairs garland because I don't really have anywhere to put it, and I thought, how cool would it be if I had it like strung, each of them, over my doorway? Is that far too extra? I have no idea if any of this is actually going to make it into the video, because I don't know if I want my crazy on the internet. And clearly I get a little bit crazy at Christmas time, but I don't know, I think that could be really cool. So I've got two of them. I'd need some better hooks, I think, and definitely some help, but let me know. Can I do garland over my doorway? I really want to. I think it would look really cool. This is how it's looking at this current point in time. I'm still not 100% convinced on this. I don't know whether I can make this work. I was really hoping to because I like it tying in with the wreath, but I don't know. I either need a different vase or something else. I don't know. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. And then I feel like usually you decorate in sets of threes, which is why I had all three trees, but I'm thinking now that it's probably best just to have these two and then the vase makes three. So that's my table setting for now. I also feel like it could use with a little bit of the burgundy or the red or something, but I like when ideas start to come together. I've started placing all my little decorative bits around the apartment as well. I really love the real pine cone mixed with like the faux pine tree in that Mary Joy and Chia set. I think that looks really, really cool up there, and I've kind of left this all as usual. I kind of switched around that candle up there. And then since I don't have a traditional place to hang my stockings, I thought that maybe I could hang them from the bookshelf since I'm not really using this as a study at the moment. So far for now that they're there, got some of the trees, and then I've kind of just left this as normal. I might switch a few things out yet. I do have this big candle that I actually bought pre-Christmas from TK Maxx, but it smells amazing, spiced apple and pumpkin. I just need to get the sticker off. The TK Maxx stickers are the worst. I don't know what they're doing, why they do this to you, but they just do not come off cleanly and they leave this horrible residue. So I need to fix that. Oh, and as a complete side note to the decorating, Lindor have a new limited edition, I don't think I've seen these before anyway, peppermint cookie for Christmas. If you're an old school Vlogmas watcher, you may have seen that I once tried one of the Lindor balls. I think they were like a candy cane flavor one. So I've saved these to try. Maybe I should try them on camera now. Let's do it. I would hazard a guess that this is a extremely unflattering angle, but you know what? At this point, I don't care what I look like. Oh, it smells good. I'm expecting it to taste maybe a bit like a mint slice biscuit. What was it called? Yeah, peppermint cookie. Okay. Let's see. First reactions, guys. Caught on camera. Oh. Definitely a little bit melted. Tends to happen here in summer. It's like mint chocolate with, you know, that peppermint crisp stuff? There's like this crunch. Very good. If I had $1 for every time I've spoken on camera with my mouth full, I'd be one rich lady. But yeah, nice. If you like mint chocolate, mint chocolate chip ice cream, mint sliced biscuits, peppermint and chocolate, try these out, they're good. And don't leave them in a hot car or a hot apartment because they will melt. I've definitely done that thing before where you bite into a Lindor ball and it just, like the liquid just shoots out of it because it's completely melted, goes everywhere. Give this video a thumbs up if you've done that before. Don't lie. I know it's happened to you at least once. Right, back to the decorating. I have popped another one of these bottle brush trees up here just with my usual stuff that I have on the counter. And this is a tree from last year from TK Maxx, but I believe I've seen the same, if not very, very similar out again. And then the only other place that I kind of need to decorate is the coffee table and work out what I'm doing here. I'm thinking maybe shuffle these along and put one of these trees on each side of that tree. They were last year TK Maxx. They would potentially go in my bedroom. That's a bit of a mess at the moment, so I kind of wanted these on display out here, and there's really, I don't think, any other space for them. My bar cart is also missing. It's hiding in that room there, but it could potentially come back out and be decorated for Christmas. We shall see. And then I have to sort this out. So far I have another bottle brush tree, Kmart house, and I need to fix that. And then we'll be well and truly decorated, guys, well and truly. Man, I just looked over at my camera and my battery is dying again. I think I'm going to continue to neaten the tree and finish that off, and that will probably be it for today. I'll just do a bit of tidying and I will see you guys soon. Hi guys, fancy seeing you here. I bet you're sick of my face. Back again, decorating my apartment. I am still doing little bits and pieces, but I feel like this will be like the last decorate with me update, and then I'll just do a video showing you guys the final look, because I'm one of those people that will decorate and change things around all the way up until Christmas time. So I know you guys are just want to see the final result. I get it, you're invested, I'm invested too, and this is my first time decorating this place, so I'm always like, I see something, I'm like, oh, that would work better there, or that would work better over there, so things shuffle around. I have been playing around with a few bits and pieces, one being the centerpiece. As you can see, this has changed yet again. I'm trialing using some pine cones just in a shorter vase. I've just chucked in a few extra baubles for a little bit of extra color, texture. I don't know, I feel like this is a bit more practical for a table setting because it's not quite so tall. So if you were actually sitting around this and eating, you could still potentially leave this there and not feel like it's too much. I have still judged this one. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this. This might end up, I don't know, on a bench somewhere or whatever. I still am not sold on this. I don't know whether I need more greenery. Maybe that's what I need, just to fill it out a little bit more, or if this is just as good as it's gonna look. I actually, admittedly, this is the most I've liked it at this point. I just need to now find somewhere to put it. This vase, as well as the one that's on the table, are from H&M, really nice. Have this kind of speckled, crackled look. I don't think my camera is gonna focus on it, unfortunately, but it's like a crackled glaze. It's really nice. You can see I've just been putting other bits and pieces up. I'm adjusting these. I have changed my mind slightly about what I want to do. I've just purchased this star here just from a like a cheap variety store. It's called Red Dollar, and I've just stuck on a couple of the little baubles from, or the little bits from the Wreath, or the picks that have fallen off, with a little bit of this. This, I'm not sure how well it's working. It's a little bit like goopy and dried out, but I'm just gonna leave that here to dry, and then I might hang that up. And then I haven't forgotten about my good old Ikea star. I did come here yesterday and I went a little bit nuts and just cut off the piece completely, as you can see. I would have filmed it, but I forgot my camera battery, so I took it off. Kind of started again in a way. I did use one of the pieces from the Ikea bit, and then added one of the Kmart sprays. This one's been completely, or picks, it's been completely ripped apart again. I went a bit gung-ho, got a bit nuts with that. And I put that in. I've kind of stuck bits and pieces on. I did actually bring these over from the house. I had these, I don't know, I got them from the party section when I was doing stuff for my sister's bridal shower, and I thought could have potentially been quite nice in this as well, although I think I'm happy to leave it as is. So I just need to wait for this to dry. It's not the most secure, but once that is, I will somehow secure it back onto the star, and then I think I'm gonna find a new home for this. I'm thinking maybe up on my bookshelf somewhere, so that's where that one's sitting. I still have some more pine cones left over, so this would actually make a really nice decoration just on its own. I could actually put some baubles in it and just leave it sort of half filled. I don't know, I don't really need any more decorations here, but I could potentially put that in my room. I'll give you a little sneak peek. You may be wondering where those other trees were. Well, as you can see, I found a new home for them. I wasn't really gonna do decorations in my room because it's not done, but I figured the festive cheer can carry out, so I've popped one in the room and one in the guest bedroom, which I will show you when complete, because right now it's a dumping zone and is a complete mess. Otherwise, I do need to get a star. As you can see, my tree is not topped. I had ducked into H&M today to grab one because I know when I was looking at the other decorations, there was one there. I don't know how or why I didn't buy it then, but I didn't, and now they don't have any. So I'm on the hunt for another tree star. I'm thinking I saw one at Kmart, which was only about $5, that I may end up grabbing. And then I think then I really will be done. Anything else that I buy at this point is just superfluous, and I really shouldn't do it. Oh, my other thought. So many thoughts. This garland, I actually thought about wrapping it around that wreath to make it a little bit fuller. I don't know whether that will work, but I might give it a go, and if it does, you will see it. If it doesn't, or if I decide I don't like it, then I'll have to find some way to put that. Oh, also on my to-do list, it just keeps on getting longer. I need to get some command hooks, some bigger ones for up there. Doing this backwards thing is really difficult. Which way do I need to go? Like there, so I can hang the garland, and then I really will be done. So that's it from me. I'm signing out. I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of this process and seeing and hearing my thoughts on things as I do them. Keep an eye out, coming very, very soon. The final reveal. I mean, you've gotten a pretty good sneak peek throughout this video, but you'll get a nice clean final reveal for those of you who like to see things all completed. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you're having a Merry Christmas. If you have decorated your own place or your family home, whatever it is, find a way to share a photo with me or a video. I would love to see it. I'm on Instagram. My username is @RachaelJade. I'll pop it on the screen. So if you post photos on your Instagram, tag me or like message me the post so I can see it, or if you post it on Facebook, same deal. I would really love to see your trees or your spaces and how you've decorated it. I love this stuff. I've watched so many decorate with me videos on YouTube. I am just like you. You're watching this. I do the same thing. Absolutely love it. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling, signing out. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. I just had to come back and show you the crafty way that I managed to secure the piece of, I don't know, greenery back onto the star. You can see those two little like green wires there. They're actually ornament hangers, old ones that I had that I just bent into shape. I'm so proud of my MacGyvering skills just then, because I was sitting there with sticky tape and glue for a while thinking, how am I going to do this? And then inspiration just came to me. Yay!